呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 72 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We're continuing here with Kaigyoku, which is like precious jewel. Hachi part 8. This is a flashback. Again, back when Geto, Gojo are in the technical school, second years, and this whole thing with Tengen. And second chapter in a row, which ended with Gojo being stabbed, this time in the throat. And this time with a cursed tool that seems to be kind of like a pretty serious thing. So let's see what we got here. This is a recap of the previous ending here, which was Tokyo Jugu, the special level cursed tool. Amano Saka Hoko, heaven reverse spear or lance, pole, pike, etc. It doesn't look like that, but that's what the Hoko is. Anyway. That's what the Fushiguro guy has stabbed Gojo in the neck with. Push. Okay. Gojo does not look to be too excited about this one. When he got stabbed in the stomach before, he said something about moving his organs or something. Oh my. Okay. Goryu. Ah. I guess he's slicing down? Which is pretty brutal. All right. Not looking good for Gojo. Zaku. Chop. And now like stabbing him in the leg, I guess, a bunch of times. Yeah, stabbing him in the leg a bunch of times. All right. Oh, okay. Dose. And then in the forehead. P. All right. Skosh kan ga morotta kana? A little bit instinct has returned, I guess. Okay. Switching scenes. Gone. I guess this is Amano going down some elevator to the ceremony. We have here Ko Sensei Kaso, the technical school's lowest level. Kosegu Sando, the something star temple visiting path, shrine path. Sando is not going to be. Oh, it is. Road approaching a shrine. Yeah, okay. And this is something like Star Temple. I don't think we're going to say Seigu. Yeah, this is like the gu of Jingu, which just means like a type of shrine, a Shinto shrine. Yeah. Hey, Skyfish Poop, how's it going? Yeah, we're using manga here to try to learn more Japanese. How you doing? Kosegu. I think let's just go with the gu here as a type of shrine or palace, and star shrine, star palace. And the question becomes, what do we want to make of ko here? And I don't think kosei is going to be a word, so let's double check that. You can help, but JJK uses difficult. Yeah, well, right. It's like, that's like here, where it's like, well, this is kind of a made up name, so we'll just look up the kanji. It's all good and well. But thank you. Okay, so we've got kusa here. Got grass. We got the net or whatever this is. We've got this, and then we've got death. There we go. Death of a nobleman, etc. Okay, so this is another fancy way to say shinu, to die. So the name of this place is kind of like the Dying or Death Star Palace. Not Death Star as in like Star Wars, but a Dying Star Palace and the road approaching the shrine. Okay, there we go. Sha. Riko-sama, Lady Riko. Watashi wa koko made desu. As for me, it's up until this place. So basically, like, I can't go any further. It's... Riko-sama, douka, Lady Rika, somehow... Okay, so she's getting emotional because she's saying farewell here. And of course, Amano is embracing her. Kuroi, daisuki da yo. Kuroi, I love you. Gyu, grab. Aww. Zutto, korekara mo zutto. Continuously all along, even from here on, continuously all along. So basically, I loved you all along, and I will love you always. Watashi mo daisuki desu. I love you. I love you too. All right, there's Geto. Koko ga so I guess that's her saying like this place, like this is the place, and he's saying yep. Oh boy. Okay. Let me zoom out so you can... Wow, this is impressive. Okay. So, some very large thing going on here. This old palace, I guess. Interesting thing in the middle. We get first a panel over here, and then this. So let's check this out. As they're looking at this whole thing. Tengen-sama no Hizamoto. It is the origin of the knee of Lord Tengen. Is Hizamoto something else? Oh, okay. So below one's knee, Hizamoto, or under the protection of. Territory of a powerful person. So to be under the protection of Hizamoto, literally beneath the knee. It's a territory or beneath the knee under the protection of Lord Tengen. Kokonai Shuyo Kekkai no Kite. The interior of the country, primary Shuyo? Yeah. Primary, chief, main, magical barrier, foundation, or basis. Yeah, the base or ground. So it's all that. It's the base, the foundation of the primary magical barrier within the country under the protection of Lord Tengen. And then we see again back that picture that I showed earlier. There they are there, I guess. Kosegu Honden. So we already broke down what this means. Again, Dying Star Palace. And Honden is like the primary... It's not residence. Sanctuary. The inner sanctuary. This is the kanji that gets used for dono, meaning lord, but it also means like mansion, palace, temple, those sorts of things. So it's the main shrine, the inner sanctuary, the main palace of the Dying Star Palace. Or Dying Star Shrine. Very cool. Okay. 階段を降りたら門をくぐって So when or if descending the stairs and something the gate くぐって Oh, passing through the gate あの体重の根元まで行くんだ That huge whatever root of the base until that you must go. Must go. あの体重 体重 Large tree. Okay. Good to know if you're playing like The Legend of Zelda. The Deku tree is probably a large tree. あの体重の根元まで And 根元 is going to be the roots. Yeah, or the foundation. So, must go until the roots or foundation of that large tree. Passing through the gate and in or if or when you go down the stairs. そこは構成の過去結界とは別の特別な結界の内側. Okay, as for that place, meaning down there, I guess, the technical school surrounding magical barrier, as for compared with the magical barrier that surrounds the technical school, a separate, special separate magical barrier inside. It's the inner part of a special barrier that's separate from the magical barrier that surrounds the technical school. Okay. 招かれたものしか入ることはできない。招かれた is to be invited or beckoned. So basically, it's not possible for anyone to enter if they're not being invited. 招かれたものしか only the people being beckoned or invited. As for entering an event is possible. This is technically not possible, but shika makes that negative. Manekareta. If you know the maneki neko, that is the same maneki. Yeah, maneku, to be invited, to be beckoned. All right. どうかまで天元様が守ってくれる until the Doka, which was the evolution, the transformation, whatever that's called. Lord Tengen will be the one that does the favor of doing protection. What were we calling Doka? Assimilation, absorption. Okay. それが引き返して or go back, return. 引き返す Yeah, or on the other hand, okay, so or on the other hand, 黒井さんと一緒に家に帰ろう So or on the other hand, together with Ms. Kuroi, return home. Huh? 担任からこの任務の話を聞かされたとき、あの人はどうかをましょうと言った。Okay, so 担任から from the time of 担任 is like responsibility, like duty. Yeah, being in charge. So Tanin kara. Oh, he's talking about what's his name? So from the person who's in charge, this duty's story, the time that it was told. So, or like the time we heard about the story of this duty from the person in charge or our homeroom teacher, but our person in charge. As for that person, again, talking about the merger and masho. Masho is like eradication, erasure, deletion, said or spoke of. That person spoke of or talked about merger and erasure. Actually, this is doka o masho to ita. So this is more not talking about both things, but he spoke of masho as the merger. I think that's what the implication is here with using this as a direct object. So he spoke of masho as doka. あれはそれだけ罪の意識を持ってということだ。As for that thing, meaning the guy talking about it, just that thing, crime or sins ishiki, volition, consciousness or awareness. Awareness or consciousness of sin or crime, holding that sort of an event. It was あれはそれだけ I don't like how that's coming out. それだけ That extent. As for that thing, it was to that extent of an event called holding awareness of sin or awareness of crime. So I guess what he's saying is like he was talking about it in a way that seemed to suggest that he was holding an awareness that this was wrong. Tsumi is definitely not a neutral term here. Tsumi, again, crime, sin, indiscretion. Uchi no tannin wa, as for our group's person in charge, noki no kuse ni yoku mawari kudoi koto o suru. As for our person in charge, noki no, due to the fault of being nokin, clever, smart?
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
No. A meathead, a hot-blooded idiot, a person who charges in before thinking. Often, mawari kudoi koto o suru. He often does mawari kudoi. Often does circuitous or roundabout. Okay? We're getting kind of a flashback here, I guess. Kimi to ao mae ni Satoru to no hanashiai wa sunderu. Before meeting with you, as for talking together with Satoru finished, or like came to a conclusion. Hanashiai just means to talk to each other. Yeah, discussion conference. So this is suggesting, again, as for a discussion or discussion with Satoru before meeting you, meaning Amano, again, it was decided or finished. Jari. Seishou tai no gaki ga douka o kobanda toki. The star vessel, whatever this ended up being, the star body brat, kobanda toki, the time of whatever the merger or the absorption. Kobamu. Oh. So the time of refusal or rejection of the merger for the brat of the star vessel, star plasma vessel, whatever this thing was. I guess these are linked together. That they decided before meeting her about the possibility of rejection of doing the merger. Okay, yeah, so we're getting a full flashback here. そん時はどうかはなし As for that sort of a time, as for the merger, it's without. So I guess like maybe there was a question here, like what do we do if the star vessel rejects the idea? And so Satoru says like, well, in that case, at that sort of a time, it's without doing the merger. Cuckoo, laugh. I no kai, is that okay? Is that fine? Ah, huh? Tengen-sama to tatakau koto ni naru kamoshirenai yo. With Lord Tengen, fighting event might become. So it might become having to fight with Lord Tengen. Bibitten no? Are you scared? Are you trembling? Daijoubu nanto ka naru te. It's fine. Like somehow it will become. Like we'll manage somehow. Somehow will become, I'm saying. Okay, that was the flashback. Apparently they decided that if she decided to reject, then even if it meant fighting Lord Tengen, that they would be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Watashi tachi wa saikyou nanda. As for us, the strongest. We're the strongest. Riko-chan ga donna sentaku o shiyou to, kimi no mirai wa watashi tachi ga hoshou suru. Okay. Riko-chan, that's her. Whatever option choosing to do, or wanting to do. As for your future, we will do assurance protection guarantee. So basically, whatever you choose, we will make it happen. Watashi wa, as for me, she hasn't been asked this before, right? Or it hasn't come up yet. Oh, okay, we're getting another flashback.
Hello there.
Hello there. 生まれた時から特別でみんなとは違うって言われ続けて. Okay, so since the time of being born, tokubetsu, being special, that's what the hiragana say, the kanji are the star plasma body. Being special, being the star plasma body, as for with everyone, being different was continued to be saying, was continually said, or was continued to be said. That I was different, everyone said that, being special since the time I was born. 私にとっては特別が普通で as for to me, or so like for me, special being normal. And again, tokubetsu, we get the star plasma body thing. So being special was normal. 危ない言葉なるべく避けてこの日のために生きてきた。As for dangerous things, narubeku, like avoid it as possible, narubeku. As much as possible, wherever practical. So avoided as much as possible dangerous things, and for the to come living for the purposes of this day, or to survive to this day. お母さんとお父さんがいなくなった時のことは As for the time that my mom and dad died, that they became nothing, 覚えてないの? Not remembering. もう悲しくも寂しくもない. And this is like no longer sad and no longer lonely. Okay. だから、どうかで. That's why, with the merger, みんなと離れ離れになっても, even if I become fully separated from everyone, 離れ離れ. Yeah, even if I become separate or scattered from everyone, 大丈夫って思ってた. I was thinking it'll all be fine. Okay, so she's no longer sad or scared or lonely anymore. All these things. And that's why she was thinking it would be all okay, even if she's separated from everyone because of the merger. どんなに辛くたって, whichever way of the bitterness or suffering, talking about that, いつか悲しくも寂しくもなくなるって. That someday, even the sadness, even the loneliness, or flip that, will become nothing. So that's what she was thinking, that no matter how difficult it would get, or how bitter, painful, that someday the sadness and the loneliness will become nothing. That's what she was thinking. でも, but, やっぱり, but as I thought, もっとみんなと, all the more with everyone, 一緒にいたい, together want to exist. All the more I want to exist together with everyone. もっとみんなといろんなところに行っていろんなものを見てもっと all the more with everyone, various places going and various things seeing, all the more. So I want more of that. 帰ろう, Riko-chan. Let's go home, Riko-chan. Okay. Okay. Done. That looks like a gunshot. Riko-chan? Hi, otsukare. Yep. Thanks for the hard work. Kai-san. Breakup dissolution. なんでお前がここにいる? How or why you existing in this place? Like how'd you get here? Why are you here? なんでって, そういう意味ね. Why, you say, oh, it's that sort of a meaning, huh? Meaning like what happened to Gojo? How'd you get here? Gojo Satoru wa ore ga koroshita. As for Gojo Satoru, I'm the one that killed him. I'm the one that did killing. Okay, and then we get Geto responding here with a Soka, I see. Paki. Shine, die. So he's bringing forth lots of his creatures. Oh, and that's the end of the chapter. Okay. Our intermediate art here is a little arrow at this sword saying that I guess it's 500 million yen, meaning like about $5 million or so. All right, that is the end of chapter 72. That's part 8. We'll continue next time, chapter 73, but that will be part 9 of this series, this flashback. We'll see what happens next time.